are now live on Twitch. So welcome everybody once again to the Windy J D&D Guild channel of nonsense and craziness. We bring to you the Witchlight and Wesmia, which is kind of our own little spin on the Witchlight Carnival existing in the world of Olivos, which is my homebrew. We are... Our party has gone through quite a few things now that they've been in the Feywild for nearly, well, probably more than a month actually by now. Probably a lot more than a month. But they've been in here for a while. The kind of where we left off was with the party. Well, Scrags has not been here for a couple sessions, so I'm going to do a quick recap from from a little bit ago. Good to see you in the chat, Dak. Thanks for joining us today. So where you guys left off with Scrags, you had just dispatched Bavlorna Blightstraw, otherwise known as Slackjaw. You had also managed to deal a finishing blow to Endlin Moongrave, but Skabatha Nightshade was able to get away and flew away on her. Well, no longer her unicorn. You were able to absolve her of her unicorn and return him back to his actual unicorny status. By which point he was able to your party tied up some loose ends at Enelin Moongrave's home before deciding that you were going to depart for the Palace of Heart's Desire. And you flew to the Palace of Heart's Desire on the back of some giant cranes that you had beckoned using a bell at the top of Moongrave's home. Flying on these lovely creatures, you went across fog and space and time and such to land in a large gardenscape with these cranes, only to be immediately greeted by the Jabberwock, which for the first time ever made its presence known to you. And you hope it would be the last time ever because you didn't exactly hide. And you engaged in combat with the Jabberwock. A clever statement from Dottie prevented the total party kill.
Wow! It's that strong?
It is.
I rolled like a 23 and didn't hit it.
It is strong.
Maybe you should have been using
and it is
spells.
Also
it was 22 that I rolled.
Big. It was also massive.
How big is big?
It was
gargantuan is the
gigantic.
official term for it. But it was definitely taking up much of the front step. You could not actually get past it without all sorts of other weird shenanigans.
Jabberwock.
Yes.
Can I look up the picture online?
I'll pull up the picture for you. Let me pull up the
Oh,
picture
yeah.
because I have one of those. Let me find my
I had
Jabberwock
a nickname
handout.
for him.
No, Jabberwock is people in nightclubs.
Where is it?
Okay.
I had a nickname for him.
There he
I
is.
was gonna
Is this
call
my
him,
handout?
like a family pet, and then this mofo keeps coming out.
Here we go. Handouts. NPCs and creatures. Jabberwock. Alright. There it is right there, and I'll put it into the stream so people can be reminded as well.
I had the impression it was going to be some small, cuddly creature.
Oh, there's nothing cuddly about this guy.
I
Yep.
also assumed that, and I was like, look at this little Bobby, and then this
So basically-
eldritch monster pops out.
Yeah, basically what would happen is this creature would make its whatever roar speechy thing it was, which was a garbledygook of bleh, and it would confuse the players so much, the characters so much, that they couldn't even control their own bodies anymore. It would also shoot out beams of fire from its eyes and left massive scorch marks up and down the garden, the front garden courtyard of the Palace of Heart's Desire. So you really did escape with your lives by having Dottie manage to convince it that you weren't worth its time. Meanwhile, Scrags, on the other hand, while that combat was happening, Scraggs had already dipped into safety in a tower in one area of
Good.
the gardenscape. And while the rest of the party was combating, Scraggs was meeting a large iron lion who, through a little bit of a conversation, Scraggs would have learned, and this is what we kind of played through. Scraggs would have learned that you treat the lion with respect because it is one of Zybilna's guards. And being a follower of Zybilna, you immediately felt a kinship with the lion, and therefore were able to parlay a relationship with this
Did I rub its
lion.
belly?
We can say you rubbed its belly, but you wouldn't do it in front of other people. Uh, so, with it, you were able to learn a little bit about the layout of what is to come. There was a kind of a canopied tent at one end of the garden where people were supposed to wait until the butler would have come to get them to introduce them to Zybilna if they were seeking an audience. So you went to that tent, and you found 4 or 5 other creatures who have been there. You asked them how long they've been waiting. They couldn't tell you.
Don't
But
forget
a
about
while.
the honey badgers.
It was obvious a while. Yeah, there was a Badger minstrel quartet there as well that Dottie managed to get in to play a little bit with. Really, what you found from that room was a whole lot of, if you sit here and wait, you will be waiting for a very long time. So you chose not to. You got some information from the lion saying that there was ways to access various parts of the palace by way of putting a crown on either the lion or their counterpart, which they seem to show no love for, a stag on the other side of, who makes its home in a tower on the other side of the garden. Eventually, you guys met the stag. You were able to locate a crown that was necessary for this whole situation inside a pool that is in this garden in the front of the palace as well. Not before Volric tried to electrocute everything that was inside the pool, including himself. But
I could take it. I'm a big boy.
you almost didn't get the crown. Let's put it that way.
Oh shit.
But you know that you are supposed to crown the stag in order to gain access to the Palace of Heart's Desire. And so that is where we are picking up, is with you and the crown and a somewhat angry fey creature that lives in the water pond at your back as you make your way towards the tower that the stag claims as its home. And it is an iron stag. It is not just a regular furry creature. This one seems to be made entirely of iron. And so you step
Dottie
into
made
the
friends with
tower.
the pond.
That's true. Dottie did try to make friends with the pond. Yeah.
Just casually, you know. Just
Yeah.
big besties with a
We go
tiny
way
dick,
back.
you know.
College roommates.
Ugh. Yeah, please do, Dak. Okay, anyway. So you guys step into the tower with this. Now, the crown that Dottie is carrying is, it's like sharpened barbed wire, so it's kind of difficult to carry. And while it's not causing you battle damage, it is definitely uncomfortable, and you don't want to hold on to it for too long. So you are entering this tower, and as you enter the tower, you step up some stairs. The tower is it's a good width. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 60 feet wide from side to side. It's circular, but it's also open up to the sky, which is still this twilight pink and orange kind of sky. Except that you can't see the sky very well because there's also inside this tower are a whole bunch of trees and bushes that kind of block the view from the sky as well. But this is where the stag makes his home. So you enter back in with the crown and do. What
I
do you?
put the crown on the stag's head and just say, "Here is your crown, my liege."
And it does it bends its foreleg down to allow you to do so, and stands back up to you and says, I've never known precisely what this does, except for to say it has a power apparently to allow you access to certain places. So I bid
Awesome.
you good luck.
Cool. And if we need access to other places, do we come back out here and switch it?
That's. I assume you have to every once in a while deal with denial.
Oh, got
No.
it. I keep forgetting you guys don't like each other.
No.
It, the mistress does it. We do the mistress's bidding. We do what we need to protect the garden, and we don't need to be beside each other for that.
What's your beef with each other anyway? Spill the tea, man.
He simply thinks he's better than me.
That's just rude. Like, I have brothers, and my brothers are all shit compared to me.
Then you understand.
Absolutely. Fuck that dude.
I'd rather not.
Oh, you don't get.
Later.
Okay, well, we'll go over that later. We'll go over that later.
And so you have now crowned the stag. And so, for a quick layout, because Scrags hasn't heard all this, you guys have been in this gardenscape. There is this long balcony kind of area, walking space, at the front of the palace, which extends out in front of you. Now, the palace also is quite an odd-looking facility in that you do see towers in various locations towards the back of this palace, towards the front of this palace. One of the towers is fully askew and seems to be held aloft by massively large vines, which just kind of hold it up like a leaning tower of Pisa, and some stupid tourist standing in front of it trying to take a photo, but it's the vines holding the thing up. And we've seen a door that gets you inside that Erebus, has gotten really close to getting into, but unfortunately there was a Jabberwock butt in the way, and so couldn't really get all the way in. So you could go to that door, or you could try to do some further investigating around to see what you find. What would you guys like to do?
I don't know.
I will give everyone a set of the ear plugs that I've made during our long rest,
Very nice.
and
Those are nice
tell
of you.
them if the Jabberwock appears, make sure you put these in your ear.
What?
Very good. For you, especially, very good.
Thank you. Does a little bow.
Dottie will slide the beanie like over the earplugs just for extra security.
See, do you know what would be extra security? If we got those honey badgers to be our pets, and they can play us ditties as the Jabberwockies tried to scream at us. That'd be a
That
pretty
would
good
be
distraction.
Pretty rad.
See?
Right. So, being as you guys were doing all this groundwork to get access to the palace, I'm going to say maybe that's the way you're going. All right.
Yeah,
so
we were doing that. Yeah, so-
Yeah, that's the
So
thing.
you take a little bit of a roundabout walk, kind of beside the balcony to the front. Walk up some stairs that Erebus is unfortunately Erebus is not lucidly familiar with, because you weren't exactly lucid when you were running up these stairs the first time. You were kind of following just whatever you could do to get rid of the Jabberwock's voice in your head. You get to the front to the two main double doors, and these are big, heavy doors. What you couldn't have noticed the first time because there was a Jabberwock in the way, Erebus, is certainly above this door is this marble cameo of a stag wearing a crown.
Ah. I assume it is no longer locked.
You go to try the door, and sure enough, it is no longer locked, and you can now push the two
That
double doors
suddenly makes a
open.
lot of sense.
This
We
will
were
make it
like,
a lot
what the
easier than I
fuck?
thought it would.
Cue us 2 episodes ago for anyone who wasn't here, screaming at the top of our lungs, what the fuck's up with this door?
It's always the doors.
So you walk into this the hallway, the doors open, and you are greeted with a small 10-foot space in front of you with a little balcony overlooking something. To your left or right, a long hallway extends, and at either end, you can see that there is a set of doors at the end of this hallway. But what you also see is that there's a railing out immediately in front of you, and you see what seems to be like turrets that kind of extend out towards the sky. And again, it is open to the twilight sky above you in this space as well. You are just now inside a walled portion of the palace. You go to the edge of this balcony railing and look over it, and there is no floor. What you see is this broiling storm cloud space instead. There is no, you can't see through it to see to any floor if one exists. It looks as if this palace, from this perspective, is floating on top of a massive weather event, a darkened stormy cloud. Based on this, and the spires that you see in front of you, 7 spires that you see in front of you, wreathing another circular tower, all seem to extend through this storm cloud and up in front of you. You also see to your left and to your right stairways that seem to go from the towers that the hallway that you're in is currently attached to, that seem to extend up towards an upper level of these turrets that you see extending out of the storm cloud. So you can immediately glean that you could go to a tower that way, or you could go to a tower that way in order to walk up some stairs to get to this strange tower extending out of the clouds. You also
I'm
look
gonna
behind.
jump down the hall. No, joke.
So, you also look down behind you, where after the doors close in behind you, or they don't, your choice. But you can see along one side. You can also see a number of paintings along the side that seem almost too real. They look like you're looking out towards a starry sky, as if you were laying on your back, but you're not. You're standing, laying on your back, looking out towards a starlit, moonless sky, just all up and down the inside of this corridor.
So, interesting you say that, because that would have caught my attention instantaneously. And the first thing Volric's going to do is to break every rule of every museum, is to touch it. He's gonna feel it up.
Feel it up.
Alright, so you feel it up, and it feels silky. Almost like those holographic kind of things where you kind of look at it from one angle and it gives you a different picture. I don't even remember what to call them, but it almost has that kind of a texture to it.
Yeah. Like, if you scrape on it and do like a really funky sound.
Yeah, that's the one that makes you feel like it's almost like nails on chalkboard. Thanks. That's the image I now have in my ears. Perfect, thank you.
Here's the thing. How big is the painting?
Well, it's about 15 feet tall, and it seems to extend down this entire corridor, which, according to my map, is long. It's like 120 feet long.
So
and wreaths around the doorframe.
So I couldn't pick it up and shove it in my pocket.
In order to do so, you would have to pick up the entire wall of the palace to do so.
I mean, that sounds plausible. That sounds like something I could do within reason. I mean, that sounds like something Balrog could do with a little bit
Only
of
level
effort,
6,
you know
dude.
what I mean?
Anyway, but you have these towers to your left and to your right. You see this expanse out in front of you, and there are doors to the towers to your left and right as well.
So there was definitely a path that looks definitely more direct. This is me off the board. So we should probably go down the path that leads down to possible story progression and then figure out what the rest of this fucking castle is later. Because knowing us, we'll be like, let's check out the castle! And then we will find something. And then we'll be like, anyway! And then we'll completely dump this castle once we find something cool.
That is definitely
we'll
your
like,
group's
that place
habit.
was cool. So we'll be like, this castle we spent like 6 bajillion sessions trying to get into. We found one key on the floor. Let's go check every door on the planet to see what this key fits into.
Yeah.
Well,
I do have one question. With the expanse, does it seem like it just keeps going?
and that's the thing. It seems like it is because it appears as though you are actually on top of this. You can actually look around to the side, and you do see that this expanse is actually. It looks like there's a hole towards this storm in this palace that's opened up, but the hole itself is finite. You can see walls for the that you're basically looks like you're looking at the interior of the palace and courtyard, and that there's just no floor here, but you do see walls that line the side of this expanse.
Interesting.
Though you don't see access, you do see balconies to overlook it if you want to, but you don't know how to get to those balconies. They're over on other walls of this palace.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out if it was like a infinite void or if there was like...
Let's see if I'm going to see if I can set up the map here for you guys. But I mean, downwards it's an infinite void, but to your left and right you do see there must be rooms over there.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm going to see what I can do about finding you guys a map. But in the meantime, what are you guys planning on doing?
Our goal.
I would say...
What is our end goal?
Find Zabilna.
Find Zavilna. That means finding the cauldron, right?
Yeah. Does anyone have like a locate object?
I'm a ranger. Wait.
That was a deep conversation
No.
you just had.
I'm a ranger. I would love to know if I could do that even.
Might.
I don't think I can.
Might be something, yeah. I've never played a ranger.
So
Except in a one-shot.
let's see here. I'm almost there for a map here for you guys. I don't have the right tokens for you, so you'll just have to bear with me as I get there. I'll get the right tokens in here for you.
Everyone,
in a second.
let's leave. Let's leave
Um,
right now.
And where's the other one? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay,
So, yeah, me and Focus today, folks. Don't get
I
sidetracked.
and I will say that you're actually out on this balcony, so you can actually see it better. Because I actually described things just a bit too soon, but that's okay. I'll get past it.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, we need to focus on finding the cauldron.
I'm leaving right now. I'm doing a Will Young.
It's not
Alrighty.
Oh, go away.
Try that on for size, shall we? Let's see here.
Oh, I'm in the map.
I cannot see.
And I got 10 hit points. Yay.
Hang on, let's find that spot. Right there we go.
Oh, that's what that looks like.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I'm
So
at
you're kind of
level 1.
overlooking this balcony. You can see a stairwell that seems to rise up kind of directly above you. You're looking on a balcony right now that overlooks it. And you can see a balcony off to your right. You can see the balcony off to your left. You feel like you get to the one to your left because it's just through the hallway to get here. But you can't really see past the turrets in front of you. That's all that you can really see at this point. That button there. There we go. And you do see the towers to your left and right, so I'll pull one of you guys back here so you can see it too. I lost Ender's token. There it is. Right there. I don't know that that's giving you guys all the vision it's supposed to. Erebus, where are you? Erebus. With your vision. There we go. And this... Is that giving you... give you vision here
Excuse
too,
me.
Balric? And Scrags, let's make sure that you got some vision here too.
Are we still level 6? Or did we somehow magically...
No.
Nope, still level 6.
We became level 1,000,000.
So there you go. There's your vision of what you could see.
I cannot see.
You cannot see! Why?
I don't know.
I have two
Okay,
different tags. I have
we all.
two different things in my sheets for you. Maybe you are Erebus the Proud.
No.
Maybe
No.
that's what happened.
We've.
Yeah, he changed it. I remember he became the proud the other day.
No, that's
For
not
like
right.
5 minutes.
This is fun,
we
guys.
do-
No dice yet, Erebus. You have to
nope.
scroll down the ways.
I can move my token. I see it. I just
Okay.
can't see anything around it.
Okay, so
Refresh.
Yeah. try that.
Refresh. All right.
Try refreshing it. I've given you vision, so you should theoretically
Don't
be able
you
to see
guys
it.
love Roll20?
Roll20 has its moments, and actually, I would still pick this over many other options because I know it's going to work, and I've also paid so much money into the books. So,
Yeah.
Oh, money, the sweet talker of a negotiation.
right. But you do see the towers to your left and right that you can easily access by way of the doors that you see both here and here.
I would love that.
Left or right?
Can't see anything.
Flip a coin? Question mark.
Okay, I'm going to try another token for you, so just bear with me here. I'm going to steal it from Motherhorn.
Oh wait, is that? No, that's the token I'm using.
I vote left just for fun.
Okay, there's a vote for left. Copy.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but left.
Left.
Let's. I am hoping that this solves the things for you. There. Oh,
Oh,
that looks
I
better.
see everything.
Okay, let's get rid of this other token that wasn't doing anything then.
All right.
There we go.
Oh crap!
I
Okay.
This is where we entered from.
Well,
Or
you
this is
entered
the-
from right here.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can get to these balconies and such as well. And that's how you're able to see the stormy, cloudy kind of nonsense below you. Let's see here. Just make one more double check here. There we go.
Is it because I don't have?
I'm also
dark
gonna say
vision on my
left.
character? Could that be it?
Yeah, I'm going to get all that set up here as we're going along. So, you say you guys are choosing... Okay, stop moving. I'm trying to fix things in here. Okay. There we go. Okay.
I do what I want. You can't control.
There. Okay,
There
so
we go.
to the left, is that where you guys are going?
Yeah.
I'm voting left because if we screw up, I'm going to blame Dottie. So,
Alright.
yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right, so you guys decide all to go towards the left. Whee! Over here. And so the painting that you see is all actually up the moonlit sky, or the moonless sky, the starry night paintings are all kind of up along that wall there. But you guys go to open up this door, and of course immediately first look above it to see, is there a lock on this thing? Does it have one of the stags or the lion or anything like that on it? And you see nothing. And so have no problem opening up the door to the inside.
Ooh.
And so on the inside of this particular space, you see a circular chamber with decorated with some sculpted reliefs of, well, let's just say they kind of fit the dark humor of this particular group. They are a number of humans and demons in grotesque revelries. I'll let you decide what that means for you.
I assume like eating cakes and crap. That's disgusting.
Truly.
You do see-
abhorrent.
You do see a staircase that spirals up from the inside of it with a golden handrail that goes all the way up by about 30 feet above your head. You do see at the top of the staircase that there seems to be some sort of an exit kind of up and over your shoulder a little bit that you can immediately glean must be a staircase to the turrets that are over top of the stormy space.
One question. Is this just another balcony, like right here?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay.
Just another way to look out over that stormy expanse and see the turreted buildings in front of you.
Cool.
So, that brings... Let's get my tools out. So you step in, and there's nothing more than the grotesque reliefs of humans and demons doing only what humans and demons could potentially do to become a grotesque revelry.
Oh, did we just walk into the Legion boss room for Castlevania?
It's a little
Is that what happened?
it's a little more bizarre than that.
Oh no.
So you guys are you guys
Dottie,
climbing the stairs?
Sure.
Dottie,
Sure. We don't
All
have
I
right.
grant you permission to shoot them all with a fireball.
Ha 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 ha. Let's wait until we're on a balcony. That way.
Can I check? Is there anything I should know about my character, such as spells used or?
At this point in
No.
time,
Long
no,
rest
you will have had a long
before
rest.
this, I think.
So you're
Okay.
on
You didn't
fullness.
do anything. It became a point of conflict because everyone was like, "Why the fuck, Scrag? Just chilling!" And Scrag was like, "I really want to rub the belly of an iron lion, dude.
Pretty much.
Like, I'm just loving life over here."
Yeah, that pretty much describes it quite well. Okay. So you guys now actually have to move maps again then, if that's the case. So you guys are going up these stairs. I see your attempts to go up the stairs. Hang on, not that way. Hang on. I have to get you guys to a completely different map. That's what's funny about this. This thing requires multiple maps. So
We broke it.
Woo, baby, we broke the team.
hang on.
It's
why
funny
did I
because I'm
only-
I'm playing Rhyme. I'm playing Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. Then Rhyme of the Frost Maiden, you visit several different areas at the same time, like one after another, and each time it's the same fecking camp that you have to go to because they didn't
Yup.
want to make a new camp. It's really sad.
And
It
there
says-
you go.
Put the camp this way. Put the camp this way. Put the camp this way to make it look like a different camp.
Actually, no, you guys could go up those stairs on that map, I think, from there. Yeah, you could. So you could actually, rather than climbing the spiral staircase to go up the tower, you could actually go up this stairwell that seems to go to the turreted buildings instead. So you got two choices: up the spiral stairs or out to the buildings over top of the storm.
Oh, storm for sure.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
Just
As a
Storm.
Tempest cleric, I'm immune to lightning damage.
All right.
That's
Well,
not
then if
true.
that's the
As
case,
an air genasi, I too am immune to all things lightning damage.
As a swashbuckler, I
Gonna
can
put
just
that to
dodge
the
it.
test.
As a swashbuckler, I too can pretend that I'm related to the two
Alright.
I
lightning
can convince
damage.
you, man.
As a halfling, I die very
no.
quickly.
yeah.
Just murdered me.
So you guys step into this
Wait.
tower at the top of these stairs, acutely aware, although you haven't seen it yet, of the storminess below this building. Let's see here. We just stepped into that space. Right. What is that space? That space right there is. Okay,
That space
one.
is the
Oops, there we
laundry
go.
room, Wendy.
I'm gonna roll.
There we go. So what you see, this chamber is really just a circular chamber that has another set of stairs that connects you to another turret. It's empty. There is another staircase that so you go back down where you came, but you could continue on up the stairs to a neighboring room if you so chose.
Keep going.
Is the turret like Dottie sized or me sized?
The turret itself is about 20 feet in diameter.
So I can't pick that up either. Great.
Well, a turret is usually
I
like a
want a
defense,
turret.
a defensible structure that you would have a whole bunch of people using for cover with bows and arrows to protect a castle or some or other type structure. You guys step further
Yeah.
up this space here into the neighboring room, and that one there is So you guys basically are continuing on through. But that's about as far as this got. You do see in here an enameled black coffer resting on a pedestal of living vines, right smack in the middle of the room. So you can check out this little black coffer if you would like.
Dottie, I grant you permission to burn the vines.
Can I check for traps?
Sure, roll me an investigation check. First roll of the day.
Because I think I have the highest intelligence.
You do.
Sadly.
I think.
And it's not that great.
Hold on, what's your intelligence?
+3.
Mine is +1, so you would be correct in to say
Mine's
that.
I don't know. Scrags, what's your intelligence? Or you just don't even
22.
want to let everybody know. That's a better answer. With a 20.
Goes the sorcerer.
I'm exactly average. Neither smarter nor dumber than the average person.
That's fantastic. An IQ
Yogi
of
Bear
80.
is better than me.
Yogi Bear.
Smarter than the
Smarter
average
than
bear.
the average.
I
Alright.
miss him.
I'm a
So you-
barbarian.
Check out this vine pedestal, and it doesn't look like there's thorns or anything else. It doesn't look like it's moving. It doesn't look like it's going to lash out at you or anything. So you go to the black coffer, and you give it a little bit of a lift, and there's no problems with traps or anything to that effect. But you do see, as soon as you open it up, a jewel about the size of a plum, and it's a black crystal that you see here.
Have I ever seen a plum before?
You have seen a plum before, and you've also seen other
Okay,
fruits similar
there
to
you
the same
go.
size.
Oh my goodness.
I will
Have
take
I
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So you
Have
grasp
I
this.
seen a plum before?
Should I roll? I'm sorry.
grasp
I'm a
this
terrible
jewel.
person.
You grasp this jewel, and it's actually a very pretty black crystalline jewel. But it's just a jewel.
Would we know what kind of jewel it is? Is it anything special? Like we'd
This
know what a
particular
diamond
one,
is. We'd know what a.
Not without doing something significant to figure it out. It looks like a really nice.
Can I pull out an eyeglass and start?
Sleight of hand for what?
What are you sleight of handing?
I was just gonna be like, how funny would it be if I just replace it with like a rock or something in the middle of him investigating this while I investigate
So yeah,
it?
you're
I was like, I could.
you're all kind of show like Dottie. You're kind of showing this rock, this crystalline jewel to everybody, and just kind of like, I just don't understand what it is. And you look at it, like wait for like a brief second, and in that brief second, it is now replaced with what, Valdrick?
It's one wooden marionette that I may have stole from the castle with the hags and all in.
So what you now look back and you see this wooden head in your fingers instead.
Dottie just looks
And-
up and says, "Don't make me fireball you."
I don't know what you're talking about.
But Balric's now also
Checks
just
out
looking at
Joel.
this. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah, roll an
believe-
Arcana
I can't
check.
believe
See
that.
how it goes without me.
I can't believe that worked. I was expecting some tee-hee, ah-ha-ha moment.
Oh, no, I'm gonna
Like,
make it-
Ulrich, you
you-
silly goose.
You roll that nat 20. I'm gonna make that happen.
You silly goose.
So, beautiful fucking rock. That's all it is.
This rock is so shiny, guys. Like, genuinely, I feel like I should keep it because it's so shiny.
Dottie's gonna snatch it back, or at least try to.
All right.
You're too short for to ride this ride, honey. You can't get up here.
Roll for me a d20. Add your dex mod.
What?
Oh no!
Here.
Yeah,
Buddy.
that's enough to hit his AC. So for sure, you go ahead and grab the jewel back.
Dottie throws me off a cliff. To be fair, like someone blowing in my direction could probably knock down Balric. Let's be real here.
They are in our air genasi anyway. Go for it, Dottie. What are you gonna do with that?
I'll just do an Arcana check.
Okay, go
Watch
for
me
it.
fail this. 23. God.
23 is a pretty
damn.
darn nice roll.
Rolling good.
It's difficult to tell. What is easy to tell is that a jewel this size would not just be sitting in a black coffer in a protective turret without there being some sort of reason for it. The fact that you're holding onto it right now means that it does need to be activated somehow. However, you do get this sense that there is something fairly significant, maybe even stored in it, or some other form of power that is connected
I've
to it.
heard this. I shall grab it in Leviosa.
I know what
Give me
this
my
is.
potato back!
I know what this is. We put our
Leviosa.
bad dreams in there. We put our bad dreams in there, and then they make nightmares. Clearly, that's what that is.
Oh, like the Dreamstone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe,
That's the take.
maybe.
That's it. That's it.
That's the hot take.
Yeah. I think it just needs to be activated somehow. Maybe it's like a password.
All right.
So booby.
Password.
I say to the stone.
What password do you think would fit these hags?
Potato.
Jabberwocky. Bitter end rules. I don't believe that.
Ooh.
Nothing.
I
The
will
cat lady's
look through
name.
the
What was her
notes.
name?
The hags. The hags suck butt.
Nothing.
Haggles are forever.
Wait, who? Well, first off,
Nothing.
who is the owner of this rock? That's the question
Actually,
we need to figure out.
I'm going to say with a 23 Arcana check, you guys are doing all these passwords, and after a little bit, right there, that's the sound that is actually going to work it. So after a little bit, Dog's like, I don't think it's listening, and just taps it against the ground and
Oh my!
Oh my god!
Donnie, no!
Out of
Donnie
it
explodes.
pops this dark cloaked figure, looking like somebody that you have seen back at Moongrave's home at Bitter End's home, one of the elders. But much like the merchants that you guys met back at Slackjaw's place, but a darkling elder just kind of pops out of thin air and she's like,
Hey, how's it going?
You're free.
Oh,
You're
hello,
welcome.
handsome.
Anytime.
Thank you. Who are you?
You were stuck in here.
Red
Oh.
ones at your service.
The Red Brands. Good.
Volric.
And you
I
released
extend
me.
up my hand. I extend up my hand. Volric Stool, nice to meet you. Donnie, try it again.
Spy of Master Hushknife.
Oh,
You go to shake his hands, and his knuckles are elongated, and they kind of wrap up around your arm
This is a
from the
dark
grip
thing?
of the hands, just like
Oh
just-
my god. I'm gonna fall for this man. I'm gonna fall for this man.
Spy Master Hushknife. And you freed me.
Who's Spy Master?
I am. Was I not clear?
Oh,
Is
and
you a
like who
friend
you
or
work
foe?
for?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know you. I'm.
Well, at least he's. I assumed the
Insight
Spy Master
check.
would be a liar, so that checks.
If I was to say, Bitter End is terrible, what would you say back?
The bitter end is terrible.
No,
Insight
no, wait,
check.
no, that's not.
I'm
That's not
inside
good.
checking that too.
I will betray
Insight
the
check?
Bitter End if I
Go
could.
for it. Roll that insight check.
That's a 3.
4. I believe him.
You
I agree with him.
totally believe that they believe what they say, that the bitter end is terrible.
Would you
I-
betray the Bitter End?
I don't know how you betray the bitter end. It's death.
Okay, so, dude, I want to check something out. I'm gonna let you back out, But I just want to see if this works for anyone. Can I
So-
bang it again?
Okay, so give me one
See
second.
what happens.
Actually, no. But you look to your hand. The jewel is not there. He is conjured out of the jewel.
Oh, so it disappears.
It
Dottie,
disappeared.
you
Yeah.
broke it.
I break everything.
God damn it, dude.
At least
I
I
wanted that
figured
to-
it out, though.
I mean, true, you did do that.
Potato
Also-
was not.
So,
the
what were
password.
you doing
So-
in a crystal?
Volric, with that insight check, what I will say is, you're pretty certain he's talking that when Hush Knife hears Scrag say the bitter end, he actually thinks death, not the person that you guys
Oh.
know as the bitter end.
Oh, cool.
Oh, so what about the free haggles? What about,
I don't know what
what's
a
her
haggle
name?
is.
What's her name? Oh, Hag. That's just a weird, quirky nickname. I'm
I,
trying
do,
it out.
I don't know any hags.
Oh! Oh!
Put you
Oh!
into a crystal would be my next question.
That is a good question.
Do you support Sibilna?
I don't know who Zabilna is.
That is
Oh,
good.
What? Who
Oh.
is this loser?
Interesting.
Scrags.
I
What
don't.
was the
Clearly,
last
they're-
thing you remember?
I'll be honest with you. It was dark. I think I died.
Well, welcome back.
I only know you.
Am I your mom?
Good job, Dottie. Congratulations.
I
I don't know
birthed
that that's how that
someone!
works.
Donnie's like
Oh
so
my god,
excited.
oh my god, I'm trying to flirt with Dottie's child.
I'm sorry. that is entirely a Dottie thing to do. So I'm going to request that you mark yourself down a DM inspiration.
Perfect.
Yay!
Yeah. And just looks back and just, I don't think that's how. I know how birthing works. I just don't know people.
I think I agree with you. Actually, I think you would be the father, Dottie, and the crystal would be the mother.
Don't confuse things.
How does it go? No.
Donnie's just trying to figure out how that works.
Don't
You
confuse
look out
things.
to
You
the
get
crystal.
the one with your insight check. You totally see Hush Knife also processing this. How does what goes in, what goes out? How does this work?
No, like, Volric puts a hand on their shoulder and is like, "Don't worry about it, sweetie. We're all an extra little dose of stupid here."
What
I don't-
race is this creature?
Darkling.
Is
Darkling.
it air
Okay.
genasi?
Let me
there.
see if I can pull one up here.
I'll ask, does he know the two Darklings that we met? And I'll say, I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but I'll say their names because I
Oh.
would know it.
Oh, you mean like the
right.
merchants, or?
Yeah. Let me just see here if I've got. No, I do not have. Oh, hang tight. No, I don't have one there, but I
Trinket
can
and Badooble?
Get his
show
one,
you.
yeah.
So in this one here, he basically looks like the tall one, minus the weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we fought those.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's cute then, is what you're telling me.
Volric's version
That's
of two.
my
Yes.
son, Volric!
Look, shh, this is out of character, this is for me. I'm gonna give myself a man.
I
All right. So let me
What-
get this all straightened out in my head.
please.
You are a spy master, but you don't know anything about your past.
That is
You know
correct.
how children are made, but you don't know people. You've just
do.
been created just now, and you have a purpose.
No. Yes.
They weren't created per se. They were more like they were trapped in there.
Conjured?
Conjured would be the correct word, I would suppose.
I don't. I know that
Birthed?
I have a past. I feel like there's something
Perfided.
there, but I couldn't tell you what it was. I couldn't tell if you are good or if you are bad. I couldn't tell except for the fact that you haven't killed me. So I'm assuming that means you're probably good.
Would you like a job?
I just got here.
Yes.
So
As
yes.
a spy master, and you need a job. I'd be willing to pay.
You also just woke up, darling. I don't really think that's gonna work the
Are
way
you
you
good?
think it is.
In terms
I
of
also
pay,
have an idea.
you will help me find a home.
Well-
My home.
For sure.
Yes.
I don't think whatever if you did this for me.
Do we
I
know where
give you-
Darklings come from?
I
History check.
presume the Feywild is that all other creatures are.
When a mummy rock and a daddy love each other very much, they shake a rock a couple times and a darkling pops out.
It's fairly well known to you by now, Erebus, that Darklings are from the Feywild.
Okay, and they
So
are,
when they
are
say-
not usually conjured from rocks, though.
That is definitely true.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
That was a good joke. Shut up.
I was trying to push back. I couldn't. No.
So I only ask this because I'm your mother, but I I have an idea. So you don't really remember anything before this. What if I have this beanie that can read people's minds? Like, what if I probe inside your mind and try to figure you out?
You want to probe your son?
I think
Hey.
probing is
Family
the
matters. You stay out of it.
Bulwark's like
Okay.
Bulwark's like, I don't really think probing's the correct word. More like swimming or
If you can help
diving
me
into
figure
your
out where I'm
head.
from, you can swim, dive, or probe.
You're a very kinky
Okay.
one,
I
aren't
will
you?
go with
You
that.
should wait at least until the second day for that one, mate.
It's
It
not.
could be a first date for me if you want.
She's my mother. You don't date her.
She's my mother.
He believes it now too.
No.
Probe
Sorry.
is-
Oh my god.
So,
I'm gonna
Dottie,
have
do you
to
go in?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So going in,
In, out,
to
in,
this
out,
person's
shake it
brain,
all
not
about.
that kind of in. Jeez, man, give the guy a
I
break.
was,
See, I'm trying to say stuff.
singing the
Okay,
hokey pokey. What do you mean?
That's now the title of that song is even worse for me. Anywho, so you mentally take a dive in there. You feel no resistance. They are completely open to you trying to explore and find whatever you can. Roll for me a
No resistance.
charisma check.
Okay.
You're good at those.
I am.
I hope.
I hope, as a sorcerer. I hope you
I'm a
are.
sorcerer. Charisma is my dump stat. 10.
All right, with a 10,
Roll the five.
what you get is darkness. You get like a cloudy, ethereal darkness.
Hello,
And you sit there,
darkness, my
and you're
old
trying to-
friend.
Push through and see if like you can try to draw something back like a veil, and you do kind of peer through, and the first images you see is your face.
He
Oh, fuck.
imprinted
Oh.
on you.
It's like Spaceballs. We're
And then
watching the movie
immediately
now.
the
Now.
vision opens up, and you see the whole group in the inside of this turret.
Oh my god, he lives.
Oh my
He
god.
just existed
Oh my
now.
god. Oh my god.
Oh
You're not
my
even in his
God.
memories anymore. You're not in his memories anymore. You're just in his brain, controlling what he does. Like this is like a POV of his POV.
If I do peace signs, like, do I see him?
Nope, you're not copying. He's not duplicating you.
Okay, got
Yes,
it.
what's weird about it is what you do see is the conversation you had not more than 5 minutes ago.
And you see
So it's
hearts
basically like there's a
surrounding
5-minute
Valor.
lag on his point of view of your first meeting.
You also see hearts
gonna pop
surrounding
out.
Bulwark because he's so cute. No joke.
Is he a man of business? Is he?
He's a
he's
man
my
of pleasure.
What'd you find?
Established.
We are your first memory. There's nothing there. It's just a void until us.
So,
I'm
hold
so
on.
sorry.
I promise you I'm smarter than that.
Bulwark gets down and like
You
nods that whole.
seem to
So
be
you're
able to
telling me
speak,
he's a himbo? You're telling me he's a himbo?
Let me try one more
Wait,
time.
wait, wait. Let me try something. Let me try something. I know. And then he starts speaking in a different language. Does anybody among you guys speak Sylvan?
Yes.
I do!
Okay, so for the two of you guys who speak Sylvan, you hear him say, Peter picked a pick of pickled peppers. Did any of you understand that?
Peter did do that. I reply in Sylvan.
Oh, gods. Okay, so, like, I know things. And now he's speaking back in common. I know things. I just don't know what I did to get to this place.
Well, I'll hazard a guess that if you were a spy master, you're probably spying on something here.
Maybe it was you.
I hope so.
We just got here.
That would not be good for you.
Well, if you want
Oh,
to
I suppose
spy
that's
on
true. That wouldn't be.
something, I
There's
have
four
a
of you and
job.
only one of me. I would like to... You freed me, and if you can help me find whatever was supposed to be in that void, maybe it'll just...
Well, consider
Go.
this. What if you make your own memories and start fresh? Obviously, what you had before wasn't that great because someone trapped you in a crystal, so
Sure.
you can be your own person going forward.
I mean, maybe someone modified your memories.
So what kind of person should I be?
You should be a badass.
Perfectly
I'm not
well
saying
with
that just
me.
because you're my son.
I mean, you know
Preferably
you're a
what?
spy
How do you do
master.
that?
You should stay beside me
Okay,
at
figures
all
of
times.
speech, for some reason does not transfer. Okay, good to know.
Speech doesn't transfer.
No.
Who died and
Well-
made you an educator?
One thing you have to do when you're a badass is when you shoot your crossbow, you don't look to see if you hit something, you just walk away assuming that you killed it.
I don't think
That's
I
a
used
badass
that.
move.
I do that quite often,
Let's
I have
not
to
mess
say.
up his professional How do you know
Alright,
you're a
alright.
spy master, is my question. Like, what
I
in your
don't-
mind is giving you that? Do you have a skill set?
I don't know. It just came out.
Do you have lockpicks?
I don't... I have a
Naked?
cloak.
Like, does he have equipment, or is he
Yeah,
just like in the
And
buff?
what he's reaching around. You
In
see
the
a cloak.
buff?
Yeah, you see him, and as he's kind of reaching around his cloak lifts up, and you can see it kind of riding up his legs. He's got nothing underneath the cloak. It's just a cloak over top of whatever.
Oh, no.
Okay. like,
Right.
when he
Alright,
starts
good to
doing
know.
all that, like Bulwark's like, okay, not only is your mother here, but Scraggs is at eye level at everything down there. I don't think that's going to be very good for anybody.
So am I.
I don't understand. Is that a problem? You said I need a badass. Like, check. Is this not a badass?
No! Oh.
I
On
mean,
a
it's
scale of
like
1 to
you
10,
said.
how good is that butt? This is very
It's a
important.
bony
I have an
ass.
idea.
Bony
What if
ass.
we was
No.
to
I
find
don't think you have
Trinket?
badass in you.
What if we was to find Trinket and show Trinket to him?
Who's Trinket?
You mean
He's
the
another one
merchants?
of you lot.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
That
if there's a-
is incredibly racist. He looks at Scraggs, you lot.
no. See,
Yeah,
like,
he's
if
a darkling and I'm not a darkling.
Yeah, I feel that makes sense to me. Let's do that.
So let's find. Well, where's Trinket?
In
So the last
The
time you guys saw
castle.
Trinket, you actually made a deal with them back at Motherhorn, and
Oh,
they
they
flew
went
away
off.
in their electric balloon.
yep.
Sugar.
Isn't Scraggs the one who made that deal as well?
Yep.
Accidentally.
Does anyone
forgot.
have a sending spell?
Me at level 2. I'm not joking. I wish I had Sending. I just don't get Sending.
Maybe you could go.
I mean, if
Wait,
I'll
who
be with
owns
you.
this area?
I have
Who
a
owns
job.
this area?
I don't even know where we are.
No, but I'm asking out of character. Do we know who owns this area?
Oh, this is theoretically Zabilna's palace.
I love that
Okay.
Erebus is like, hey yo, I got a job
I
for
got
you.
a job for you that you're
We
gonna
don't
love.
have money, but we have a job for you.
And all
We, as the Red
all the
Brand
Hush Knight says
Society.
to you says, "Listen, if you are able to help me connect with somebody else of my kind, I will just help you along the way. I don't know
But
how
I
I'm
mean, like,
helping you.
spying on someone else.
Like, what is it you are doing?
Oh, we're raiding this place.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
cool.
trying to
I
find
feel
a
like I'm
person.
good at that.
You know what? Here's the dealio.
Let's go raiding.
So,
Rage
what
Shadow
we're going... No! This stream is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, and I
Not
refuse to
really.
believe
Ew.
it. But, what we're going to do is that we're going to go around and sneak about and steal all the stuff that we can get our grubby little hands on. And you are going to assist us in that and keep a good eye, because this big, dirty, mucky thing keeps trying to come
feel like
after
I would be
us
good
every
at
so
that.
often.
A big what now?
A
The
big,
other thing.
musky thing. Like, he's really creepy. Big eyeballs, you know?
makes weird noises. And I'll hand him some earplugs. You might want to wear those if you ever see them.
The other thing, we're trying to find a
Hang
cauldron.
on.
So if you see it, let us know.
Do you remember what a
Cauldron,
cauldron
okay.
looks like?
Yeah, I know what a cauldron is. I don't know what these are though.
You put
Oh,
them in
you
your
put them in your ears, and then when someone starts screaming really loud, like what Scrags often tends
Oh,
to do.
I might need something bigger then. And he lifts back his cloak, and his ears, like the ear canal, is like that wide.
Is his face cute? Very important questions.
Angular, hooked nose, sallow gray skin,
You know, a dark
Hold
one.
on.
darkling.
I'll give him a thieves tools, and
Paul works into it.
can you use something like this?
I think I can.
Right.
Hang on. And he immediately opens it up and he starts pulling things out. And you immediately, like, just the way that he grabs it, you get the sense that he's done this before. I don't know, something feels right.
Right. What
Yeah.
about? Do we have any spare weapons, like a sword or a rapier or something?
Oh, I have a dagger that I can lend you. I have 2 daggers I can lend
dagger.
you.
I would very much like them.
I hand over both daggers.
And
Look
he-
after them
he-
Just
carefully.
don't
And he
stab
grabs them
us
and he
in the
does a
back.
little flip and a little flourish with them. Says, "Oh, that feels good."
See, that's how you be a badass.
Now,
Oh,
I
that's
do,
all it takes? That's just my
Yeah.
muscles doing things.
I do have to warn you. If you even think about running away with my stuff, I will hunt you to the end of this earth and every other plane that exists.
I will ensure that you get your daggers back however I can get them
Thank-
back to you. Even if I have to throw them to you.
Thank you.
I'll pass him a crossbow and some bolts,
He just looks at it, kind of,
light crossbow.
I don't think this one's my speed. And he kind of flips it around to try to get an aim on something in the room. Just like,
Oh,
no, I think. And he's kind of like leaning back to try to hold his balance with it. He's like, I'm not trained in that. And the
I'll
muscles are
take it.
saying
I'll
no.
take it. I'll take it.
I thought he was just gonna throw it against the wall. I was like, this is not my speed. Poof! Like, against the wall.
I thought he was gonna turn around and shoot Scrags.
Oh my god, this is not my
He
speed!
was like-
Fucker!
Right.
No!
He just kind of pulls out the daggers and he's doing some flips. I think this will be good enough for now.
Shall we egress?
Oh, hold
I've
on.
been
I
reading the
have.
dictionary.
I had this really bad thought out of character, however. If y'all are down for it, we can do it. Just to
What is
give
it?
him Shimo's mask and just be like, There you go.
You're Shimo now.
You're Shimo.
I
No,
should give you a name.
he'll
Do you have
never
a
be
name?
Shimo.
Yeah, Scrags will definitely
No,
fight you on that one.
There
Do you
you
have a
go.
Donnie would too.
You'll
Alright.
never be a Shimo.
This is just me out of character. I thought it would be funny. However, I do have to agree that I don't think anyone would be willing to do that.
Right.
Sorry, do you have a name?
Hush Knife. Spy Master Hush
Yeah.
Knife. Not that I know. You keep on asking me what I'm a spy master of. I don't know, but it's just the phrase I know.
The Master of
You're a
Spy?
member of the Red Brands now.
So
red
here's
brands.
the question: Do you
Red
prefer
band-
knife
red
or
brand hush
hush?
Red Brand Hush Knife. Hush
Do
Knife,
you
Red Brand.
prefer hush or knife?
Oh, I think his name is Hushnoff.
Well,
I
just
do
Hush
believe
Knife.
that's the case. But if we were to shorten it, do like a little nickname. You know, hush knife's a mouthful when you're screaming it in battle.
If you're in a battle, just call me Hey You.
That's kind
Right.
of indirect, though.
It works.
Yeah, that's rude.
It's also
Hey,
see,
you guys.
listen to your mother.
Call him
Uh,
whatever you want.
If you have to call me something,
Mac the Knife. There we go.
Mac will be fine.
Alright.
Slow blinks. God bless you that you're cute. And I smack him on the face and I keep walking.
You guys descend back down the stairwell, back down to the turret. There was nothing, no other methods of egress as far as you could tell. So you've only got a couple of options. You come back down to the turret that you first climbed the stairs from, and that had the spiral golden handrailed staircase. So you get back to this place. So you could go back to the original entrance of the entire palace, or you could climb the
But where's
golden handrail.
I want to go upstairs.
this spiral led up to where we were?
No, this you went up the stairwell that was get my
This way.
clicker
Yeah.
here. I actually have.
We
I'm not
went-
using
So
map
this
here.
goes somewhere else.
Yes,
Yeah.
this goes someplace else.
Up we go.
Okay.
I want to go upstairs.
All right.
I will,
Okay.
I will lead
I'll
the
be
way.
right back.
Sure. So on your way
I'll
up,
be behind.
on your way up to that second level, which I now can get you back there again. We're all about the map jumping today. I don't like it. Who am I kidding?
I push
Um,
Erebus off the edge. What?
Hang on.
He said that, not me.
Nope, that's the wrong button.
I will just spring on Hush Knife. Ever heard of Fluff? And just see his reaction.
Stabs you.
Okay, so you're gonna try and do a grapple attack
I said, have you heard of Fluff?
of left.
Fluff.
Like, he's gonna... From the way I understood it...
DM's
is
gonna
that-
need some help with the reference there.
Fluff is the character from my backstory.
Thank you. Okay. He's gonna say, it sounds like an odd kind of thing that accumulates in your belly button.
Oh, I like you.
I do have to put this into perspective, Erebus. He did say, I have no memory. And
Just
you got
better
your
safe than sorry.
sorcerer. Your sorcerer to be like, he has no memory. And you're like, do you recall something from your memory?
You never know, might just jar it.
And so
I'm
as
going
you
to cast Pass Without Trace.
sure.
I'm
Kind
going
of
to
you.
sneaky up the stairs.
All right. So
Oh,
as
are we
you,
all sneaking up the stairs?
that's up to you. Scrag certainly is. At which point,
Well,
we'll
I
stealth
mean-
check if that's something you want to do. You
I
guys
mean, if
will
Scrag's-
immediately clock. Like Scrag seems to be the person who kind of leads you through this space. For whatever reason, Scraggs seems
He
to feel a
knows.
little bit more confident in here. Hey there, Sky Guy. Good to see you in the chat.
Hi,
14.
I
14 with
yeah,
the,
no,
with your
if, if
What? That's mine.
Scraggs would have casted
no,
Pass Without
yours is
Trace,
a
I would have done it.
24 because Scraggs is pass without a trace,
I see.
but Scraggs is a
And
14.
I have a cloak of elven kind, which makes me have advantage
I
in my
have
stealth checks,
advantage
doesn't
with
it?
my boots of elven kind.
all these elven kind things. So 27 is
Or
yours.
nothing.
Your
That's the
stealthing,
only true elf.
Scrags has passed without a trace, as
Oh,
you guys are going
awesome.
up to the second level.
Still roll badly, but
All right, so Dottie's got a 26, 27 for Aravis. I need Volrix if you're stealthing.
I am.
Scrags is
I'm
at a
just trying to figure out
14.
how I do. Never roll advantage. Query advantage.
Yeah, make it advantage toggle.
There it is. That's what I was looking for, because I was like,
There you go.
I know there's a thing for it. Anyway. Boop.
Boop. So you
So
are
that is a
20
33.
33. So Volric ascends almost like floating on air. Volric ascends up the stairs behind you, Scrags. Scrags, you're trying to be sneaky, and it's got to be the armor. In any case, you make your way up. Your hands kind of clink as they grasp the golden handrail, making your way up to the next level, which appears as just another open space as you get up here. There is a double door south of, I'm going to call it south, although cardinal directions are weird in the Feywild, but it's south of you, basically.
As a dwarf, can I smell or taste whether that is gold plated or if it's real gold handrail?
It feels like it's real gold.
I'm taking my
Did you say
dagger
as a
and trying to
dwarf?
scrape it. Yeah, I'm a dwarf.
That's a dwarf!
Something about this golden handrail seems to be slightly protected from the scrapes. And you
Enchanted
feel yourself maybe sharpening your dagger, but that's about as much as you're able to get off of this.
Oh, I'm sharpening the hell out of this.
All the way up. So this is why you get a 14, even with passive or trace. You're like
Yeah,
all the way up the
I'm
stairwell.
just scraping.
Yep. But you do get to the top here, and there are these double doors to the south of you.
Is Hush also stealthing with all of us?
Hell, I could get Hush to stealth with you guys. Yeah. Hush is nearly as quiet as Volric.
Oh, shit!
Hang on, what's his
Super
mod?
stealth.
I stand corrected. He is as quiet as Volric.
Oh, the exact same or a bit better than I am?
About the same.
Thank God he's on our side.
baby.
But you get to this
Cool.
top space, and it doesn't seem to continue any further except for those doors. This is
I'm
the
gonna
end.
open them.
You open up the doors, and you see a small balcony that overlooks the garden that you had your first encounter with the Jabberwock in. You can see the top of the tower and the little puffs of like broccoli-like puffs of trees from the lion's tower. You can see the pool down to your left. You can see the large scorch marks up in the 3 lines of blackened brush. But right beside your head, you actually do also see a little fairy hovering in space right above you, wings not flapping, just suspended. It's
Does it look like a statue or like a?
moving as it's not moving as if it is a statue, but it looks awfully fleshy and real.
My mom used to always pick their wings off.
I do have to agree. I'm told fairies are the rats of the Feywild.
They are a nuisance. I'm going
But
to
Hush, look over there, and I point. I point to like one of the seared ground. That's where my body was previously desecrated from that point to that point. That's where Aravis fell flat on his face and got murdered by a Jabberwocky. Over there is where
beautiful.
I know it fell down.
that's where Scrags ran away and started talking to a lion.
There's a lion down there?
Lion.
There's also like a really big stag.
Apparently.
They're pretty nice.
I'm gonna touch the fairy. I'm gonna try and.
Just-
Is it
Yeah.
is it like the large types of fairy or is
No,
it like
no,
the
it's
small type of fairy?
it's
Happy
about
Pride,
this big.
everyone.
Like it's about this big, elongated.
All right.
It looks the garb on it looks as though it is like lightly leather armored, but with bright, vibrant colors. And so you grab it, it doesn't change its shape at all. So as you grab it, it was kind of doing this knee up kind of flight through the air. You grab it, and just like a large action figure with wings, You're able to
Action
hold on to it.
figure, but it can't move. Can I
But it
like
can't move.
position the
Stasis,
hands
some sort of stasis.
It does
Um,
not really
it's
move
solid.
at all. It
Does
seems
it
to be
have
solid.
thoughts, or are they
Ervis.
frozen too?
That is a question.
Dottie coming
Ervis,
out.
make sure
Wait,
you
what
wash
did
your
you ask?
hands after touching that.
What did you ask, Dottie?
I said, does it have thoughts, or are they frozen too?
And what if they are
Oh,
frozen?
yeah.
Are they still, like, are their thoughts, like, continually repeating the same thing if they are frozen? Just
Oh
being
my
like, oh my
God.
god, oh my god, oh my god, you know what I mean?
I need to actually retcon something because I screwed something up. You aren't actually able to move it from its spot.
Oh, okay.
You try. The attempt was there.
It's stuck
Hmm.
in some sort of stasis.
So here's the question, could we dangle off it?
Actually,
Hush, go
Erebus,
see if
roll,
you
me
can
for
try
a,
and...
roll for me a perception check.
All right.
Hush, go see
And
if
there
you can try and
is
dangle
no
off the fair.
thought that comes from this creature
Oh, that's
right
so
now.
sad.
There is a sense of a
28.
presence, but no thought. Nat 20
I
on
see
that, no
all.
less. So, for the first time, you've actually started to pay attention to something that has been still, like this. Something that has been frozen. And as you look around, with the 28, you start to realize, I feel a breeze, but I don't see brush leaves moving. I don't see tree leaves moving. And then as you look a little bit around, you now start to notice and kind of focus in on the little particles of dust that sometimes appear in the sky. Like just regularly dust floats in the air. You don't usually pay attention to it, but now you are because it's not moving.
Is there a breeze?
A light
Yes.
breeze,
They said that.
but the
It's
dust
a light break.
doesn't
It's
move.
still not moving.
There's a flag
Right.
that is on a turret far away, the one that's got the vines that are holding it up. You can see a flag near the top of it, and it is not flapping. It's just solid in mid flap.
This whole place is in stasis.
So, beg pardon? I look
think
back.
all of this whole place is in stasis, and only a few beings are.
I
immune.
wants to try
Wait,
something. I wants to cast a spell. Oh wait, I can't. Not me. Can you do like a fire bolt?
Yeah.
Try a firebolt and see what happens. See if like the magic just like stops, or if it keeps going.
Well, we
Well-
used it in the garden earlier.
Yeah, if I...
Never think
Yeah,
we
but
are.
up here it seems to be a little different.
I mean, I could try this, and I'll take out my bow and arrow and just shoot a single arrow into the distance.
No
That
problem.
moves. Yeah. Yeah.
So it was
Something
probably
stopped
just
things.
everything at the moment of time it stopped. I don't think it applies to us.
Something must have happened during that time. For them to put everything into stasis.
With that perception check, can I also look for a central building that looks like it would be where everything would be stored or something? Like something that looks like the place to me.
Well,
Homeboy wants to look for the
so-
warehouse.
Yeah.
From this balcony, you can't see the back end of the palace at all. From here, all you can see are the spires. And only for that matter, the two spires behind you that you can see. You don't even see the top of the spire
So
that
we're
is
not
in
at
the middle of the stormy area.
Tippest-toppest spire.
The tippest-toppest spire is just the top of a building. One of them, two of them. One of them is askew with the vines holding it aloft. The other one is still perfectly erect. But it is behind you, not in front of you. You kind of have to look over the top of the building to see
So-
the spire behind you.
We can't move the fairy at all.
It will not move.
Will not move. Okay. Does it look as if it's still alive?
Tough to tell when it's not moving. Go ahead and give a medicine check.
Is it breathing? I would like to try to guidance myself as
Well,
well.
Sure, you could do that. I would say you know this one's coming. You could guidance yourself.
Oh, well, apparently, yeah, 22. I don't think I need to guidance.
Probably not, but with a medicine check of a 22, you get the sense, the odd feeling, like it's actually just even in mid heartbeat.
Ooh.
That's not good.
That's what I was thinking. If it was in stasis, you wouldn't, like, they couldn't breathe because they're probably in between breaths. You know what I mean?
Something magical.
does
It's
anyone
not
have-
dead, but not really meeting all the criteria of being considered alive either.
Does anyone have like a way to detect magic besides me? But I can't right now.
No.
I don't believe so.
None of you have detect magic.
I am a ranger.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's just go somewhere else.
And following you immediately behind you, Scrags, Hush Knife follows you back down the stairs. And you guys go back
Why
to
is
the
Hush
first
Knife
level again.
following him?
Because Hush Knife is following whoever's leading.
I was about to say, like, oh boy, I've been attached to the hip. And he's like, fuck this dude. He's getting a bit too clingy for my liking. Throw him
Oh,
out.
there's another arrow there. I don't know why that's there. Let's get rid of that. So you guys start making your way now towards the other building. Stealthily, still with your pass without a trace. I'm going to keep the same rolls for now. Let's see here. Let's get you to this other building. And so you guys make your way, making my way all the way to the next building. Oh, sorry, Scrags, I made you pass through space and time. All right, there we go. And let's get you inside, shall we? And you open up the doors, and it's another tower with another set of golden handrailed stairwell ascending. There's also another stairwell that seems to go up to another turret.
Hey, maybe I could become a mother.
Yeah!
Up the stairs you go to...
I want to become a mom!
One
don't.
sec here.
Dwarf mothers eat their children.
I don't know if that's true, Scrags.
It's sometimes true.
Is it?
Sling.
It's true.
Occasionally.
I know drow children eat each other.
What in the guinea pig life is this?
Guinea pig life? What was that?
Guinea pigs eat each other. Guinea pigs are fucking full-on cannibals. They're creepy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Apparently
learning
there's,
bullshit now. It's marvelous. Okay. And let's get you guys onto that map here, shall we? Okay, there you are now on said map. Alrighty.
Oh,
So in this space, again, you see this time it's not a black coffer. This time you see a white coffer set not on a vine pedestal but on a black basalt pedestal instead.
Dibs.
not touching it.
I-
First.
No, fuck you.
Okay. Competitive dexterity checks. Go.
Slay.
Let the dice decide who gets there first.
A flat
That's
dexterity?
Yeah, just flat dexterity. Yeah.
Boop. Fuck!
Okay. Scrags, were you going for it too?
You know what? I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it.
Go on, darling.
Do it.
Go on, Scraggles.
Yeah, shoots.
Yeah. So, Dottie, you kind of giggle, and
You still do
Hush Knife
better
just kind of
than I
looks
do.
bewildered as the three of them all just kind of lurch forward for this coffer.
I want to be a mom.
Erebus, you're the first one to get there. You pop it open and you pull out whatever's inside before looking at it.
And the room
Thankfully for you,
explodes.
it's another plum size, but this one is more of a translucent jewel. It feels warm to the touch.
Bang it!
I will,
no,
what
no,
I will do
no.
what I will do is I will reach in, grab what's in there, and then I'm gonna sleight of hand to make it look like nothing's in there, and stow it away.
Oh, all right. All right. If anybody wants to compete against that, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna.
Might as well roll a perception.
You were told to bang it, sir. You were told to bang it, and you're holding back your banging rights. How dare you?
Nope.
Oh, nat 1. I have a new nat 1.
21, bitch. I see through your bullshit like a bullshit detector. I went. Just see.
So what do you do about it then?
I'm going to slide a hand from his pocket.
Oh, yeah. See, now, you're going to go from his pocket. You're holding the gem. Oh, no, did you put it in your pocket?
I'm standing away from him, so I'd see him coming at me.
Oh, yeah, you would. That one you would. That one you would. So, you're welcome to try, but you're going to have to do one hell of a deception check first.
Oh, well, then I'm just going to be like, so, why aren't you going to bang the blue crystal that you got?
I will. I just don't
Erebus?
want any of you to do it. And I'll take it out.
Well, then why don't you do it now?
We can
not
all
toss it,
bang
bang
the
it.
crystal, man.
Okay, so you tap it once, and it doesn't do
Pass it
anything.
around.
Oh.
Then you tap it twice. Doesn't do anything. 3 times. Frustrated at it, and on the third one, it pops out. And what you see, the gem itself disappears and forms into this white, one-eyed dog.
Hello, darling.
A doggy!
I'm going to do animal handling. 'cause
And it
I'm
disappears
a
from
Volric.
existence.
No,
I
Volric.
know what this is.
Volric immediately would have got down and was like,
Reappears.
"Hello,
This time it's
darling."
actually up on Erebus when it reappears. And it's like,
Hello.
all up all over
You're a
Erebus.
mom, Erebus.
I'm a mama.
No, to be.
You should be so proud.
Volric 100% would be like on top of this dog, giving him all the scratches. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did
it's
my
okay. He's okay. He's okay.
17 animal handling.
Oh.
17. See, you know.
I'll give him a
And
two.
Hush Knife goes to approach the dog as well. As interesting.
See, you
uh,
could have been a dog too.
I'm a dog
You
too.
just weren't banged the right way.
You could have been.
I feel like that's not right.
You weren't banged the right way. That's what it was. If we banged it 4 times, you would have come out as a dog. But since we only did it twice,
don't-
you know.
Disappears.
The dog?
Yep.
Yeah, the dog.
Reappears at Dottie's feet. Just at your eye level. Just like
Oh,
kind of bowls you over.
You're just a good little doggo.
Puppers.
Wait a minute. Now that we're on this topic, wasn't there a conversation or in those letters about freezing certain people?
Yes, but they always said it was in
This
the
castle.
cauldron.
Maybe the cauldron's
And-
what is used to do it.
Hush Knife says, "The cauldron I'm supposed to find. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yes.
We
I don't
would
think the
love-
dog's gonna help."
I think the doggy will help.
But the dog's a dog, so it doesn't matter if it helps or not.
Erebus, it's more than a dog. It's a dog that can transport through space and time.
This is true.
Can Dottie read its mind?
I shall try.
You can certainly try. Reappears. This time it reappears beside Scrags. Just
Piss off.
Scrags!
Hey, it's
Oh,
okay.
good.
Be nice to the puppers.
and so
Because
you
I
can
get
Sleep
tell,
only has one space for a dog.
there is a lot of buffering
Me!
going on back. I don't know why. It just decided all of a sudden it was going to start buffering. So yeah, you end up you go reaching into the dog's mind, and all you see in the dog's mind is a white expanse surrounding a steak.
Oh,
Oh, he's hungry.
I'm giving him some rations.
nice. Yeah. Hush Knife. What should we name this dog?
Yes.
I'm looking at it. It seems to be missing an eye. I'm going to say Winky.
2 eyes.
I'm going to.
I don't know if it's wise.
Now,
I'm going
question.
to do
Does
speak
this
with
dog
animals.
have one eye on the center of his face or missing
Cyclops.
No, it's not Cyclops dog. It's like just missing an eye here, like it's been injured at one point in time.
I'm going to do speak with animals.
That's odd. It seems
Okay.
to...
Post speak with animals for me, please, because I feel like there's some shenaniganry that has to
Seems
happen
this
here.
dog has a past.
You don't say.
Generally,
wouldn't
things do
be the
have
case
past.
if it just came into being.
My goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Who would have suggested such a thing?
Alright.
Hang on, into my sheets. Where is it? There it is. Quickly look here.
How big is the dog?
Okay. What is
Dotty
it?
height, to my knowledge.
Wow. Okay.
It's a big dog.
Yeah, it's about as tall as, yeah, I would say not quite a great mastiff height, but sizable dog. Go like, what's a good example of a proper sized dog?
So maybe it could
Perhaps
be a mount for some small creature.
Definitely, this is sizable enough that Dottie could ride it if she wanted to.
I have a mount.
So it's considered
You've got a
large.
son.
Okay.
So-
You've got a son now. You've got a mount. What else is gonna get?
It's a full
So-
family.
Volric.
I'll check. Is it a male or female dog?
You check, and this one is a male dog.
Bork bark.
You have 2 sons.
Volric, you cast speak
This
with
is my
animals.
son.
How does it proceed?
Valor could do like you would feel the breeze sort of pick up around those two, as Volric's like, "Hello, little one. Can you understand me?"
And you get he kind of just like snaps his head towards you, like, uh-huh.
And what's your name, little one?
Dog.
Dog. Well, how do you feel about coming along with us then?
Food?
We can give you food.
Yes.
I look up. His name's Dog. However, I feel like we're going to workshop that. And he wants to come with us.
And
Ask him
while
who
you're
his
random.
master was. Ask him who his
Oh.
master was.
Do you remember anything?
how long ago?
Like who your master was?
No,
Like how did you get here?
you got me here.
But before that,
We're parents again.
The white was my master.
the white.
The white has to be. No other thing around.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Poor pupper.
Here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna go and look around for the rest of this place, so maybe we can find more friends who are like you.
Friends, good.
And then after that, we're gonna get you a big steak. How about that?
And immediately you'll see the dog just starts like slobbering. The entire party's like just bad pug kind of slobber. And just
know
kind
if
of
you said
jumps
to
up
be
on
like
you, Volric, and just like,
Maybe we
All
can
right, all
understand you and
Volric
I
then
don't
would
smell
prevail.
anything.
What do you mean?
I don't smell steak.
Oh, we have to get it later after we complete our endeavor at this castle.
Okay. And it just starts running circles like he's about ready to go, like you're about ready to take a dog for a walk. He's just running circles at the door with his leash in his mouth, kind of a feel. Just like starts running circles around the room.
Volric would then relay the information. He believes that he didn't have any information beforehand. Says something about the white. was his previous master.
That's interesting, because when I looked into his mind, I just saw steak and like a white void.
I believe that's what he's talking about.
Hmm.
He is very hungry, though, and I did promise him a steak afterwards.
Oh,
We'll have to find the
definitely
good boy
get him
a steak.
What kind of steak?
I don't really think he's picky.
Oh, we'll give him some steak.
Scrax! Don't make me start treating you like a dog if you're going to be mean to that one.
Do you still have speak with
be
animals
very
up?
careful.
I do.
Says, don't shoot dogs.
What? What do you say?
Don't shoot dogs.
See? The dog agrees. I'm not going to be
Yeah, but
shooting
you said
any
you'd shoot him
dogs.
like a dog. Why would you
No,
shoot dogs?
I said I would. I said I would treat him like a dog if he's going to be mean to that one.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? If he treats you like a dog, that would be so good.
The dog seems to agree.
Well,
Well, let's go.
Alright.
and the one with all the healing spells. So, none
I have
for
healing spells.
you.
I have healing spells.
I have healing now
Good
too.
luck. Good luck, mister. Heal
can't
yourself.
So,
Dottie also has healing spells.
That is true. Dottie now
I
actually
Kept
has
us from
healing
dying
spells.
last time.
Yeah.
yeah.
We got those because you were too busy rubbing Alliance belly.
I can crush you all like little ticks.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
Just
Well,
remember that.
I'm gonna keep up with the dog.
Oh, he's a
Ignore,
cutie.
ignore.
All right.
Ignore
So
the
that-
little one. The girl though is pretty nice.
Treating me like pieces of crap, and I'm always casting spells on you.
All right. So you make your
This
way
team.
back down the stairs. And are you gonna go climb the golden handrail again? Which sounds really, really weird.
I don't.
Sure.
Let's go.
Might as well. I'm having a midlife crisis.
All right. So you climb the golden handrail.
3 years old now.
What's a
There we go.
midlife crisis for a goblin? Like 20?
That's right.
Two.
About
So,
4.
By 4, yeah.
all right.
Lasts about 20 minutes.
What's going on?
Scrags,
here?
where did that Ferrari come from?
I got it,
Honey, it's a new hairstyle. Come on, baby. I'll take you for a ride.
There's 3 or 4 girls like in the backseat being like, "Come on, Scrags, let's go, Scrags, let's go."
20 minutes later, I've got a Zimmer frame. Ooh, mine.
All right.
Scrags.
So,
You remember my pills, huh?
all right. So you guys climb the stairwell again. Pass Without a Trace is still up, and
It's an hour.
Oh, shit, yeah.
if you want
we
to
have to do
continue
new
stealth,
stealth
you can do
checks?
that. You would probably need to do a new stealth check if you wanted to.
I say, why the hell not?
I am
Might as well.
stealthing.
A natural
What about a
20
little
for a
hammer?
40 stealth check.
Oh, shit!
A natural 6.
A natural
Woof.
6 for a 16. That's still better than last time. Dottie with a
Erebus just
21.
disappears.
Ulrich with a 34. Erebus has been known to do this in the past too, because he basically disappeared somewhere out in the electrical wilderness of the realm that was known as Yawn. But this time, you've just abandoned everybody with this dog, and nobody knew it. And you climb the stairs first, and you get all the way to the top, and it's no different than the other tower that you were in. However, you do step out to the balcony, and looking out here, you see for the first time, behind a hedge, appears what to be a walkway that kind of connects to the same tower that you surmised the stag was in. And you look down across the balcony, and sure enough, that damn walkway has a door to the inside of this palace.
Motherfucker.
Fuck.
I will
But
go back to the others and reveal myself to the doggy.
So you guys,
I was about to say, like, I just love the idea that Hervis has just picked up the dog and it's like, I've known this dog for 5 minutes and I would kill everyone in this room and then myself if anything happened to it.
you guys were making your way up the stairs, and Erebus comes back down. You guys didn't even realize that he was gone. As he
We're all
relays
getting
this
ready. He
information.
comes back.
Yep.
Oh,
The dog
Anything
comes and
new up
tackles you
there?
immediately.
Hello. And it's like, I haven't seen you in 5 seconds. It's been 30 years.
Disappears.
no, speak with animals is still up, so he's like, oh my god, where were you? I was worried. I was gone.
At the bottom of the stairs, he reappears. Just like,
I'm fine
I
now.
will
I'm good.
relay this information to the others and say, I think it'd be best if we were somehow able to get inside, but I don't think there was any other places to check up here anyway.
No, we have a couple more places. Do we not have a couple more places to check out in
Because
this?
this doesn't,
room?
yeah, this doesn't have doors. These just lead to like balconies.
yeah, frustratingly, at this point in time, you feel as though you have investigated every door down this hallway, yet you know there's still way more palace to go.
Yeah, because we went out like these stairs and stuff, and we have seen like the areas like surrounding like the other balconies. If you catch my drift,
Mm-hmm.
so we would have known there's more.
All right. And there we
Well,
go.
If we
That's the
look
game.
out at the stormy void again, is there like any way to get around that, or?
So when you look out at the stormy void, what you do see is, like, you go out to the balcony right here, and you can see that there is another balcony. There's, like, you were hoping that there was going to be a way to get to it from the other side, but there doesn't seem to be any way. It is 10, 20, 30 feet away, so if you had some way of being able to leap yourself 30 feet away without... The problem is there's also a stairway that extends out in front of you. So if you were to just run and jump, you'd smack into the side of the stairway, fall into whatever this oblivion is that is underneath you.
I do remember that we recently retrieved an item called a blink dog. That could.
Now, if
But,
you could convince the Blake dog to do something about that.
But I want to try something where
My
I pick up a
animal
rock
handling
and
is probably not great.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and try and like toss it over to the other balconies first to see if there's like a wall up or anything in case we like try to bamf over and we like and like just fall down in the middle.
Really good idea. I'm going to say roll for me a general, I don't know, dex check. Roll d20 out your dex.
I keep closing my character sheet, and this is something I should not do because I use it that often, but I keep doing it.
Yeah, the buffer is kind of being really irritating for me because it was I had to fix it from our last session, and I did fix it, and it worked great for the first, like, I don't know, hour tonight, but not past that. So with the dexterity of all I was basically trying to make sure is that you didn't miss the balcony. And so you lob it over the stairs and kind of watch it, and it goes as it sails through the sky, through the over top of this void, and you just hear it on the other side. And you kind of look at it, it's pretty certain that you hit the balcony and nothing got in its way. Save for the stairwell that you had to get the rock over.
Dog! I call out.
Just looking at
Is
Erebus.
it just...
Do you think you could make it over there?
Kind of puts its paws up on the edge of the balcony to kind of look. And then gets back down off the balcony and looks back up at you.
Darling.
One other idea.
Like Volver comes back and he's like, darling, like, and he looks over at the dog. Could you get us over?
Are you using Speak with Animals still?
Yeah, it's still 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
about the end of that 10 minutes though now. So I'm gonna say this will probably be the last thing that you get back from his that balcony, that place there. Uh, and DM's looking something up real quick.
Can Blank Dog bring people with? XOXO Gossip Girl.
If he
Can
can't,
they
I
do?
have a way. It just
Yeah.
burns one of
Okay.
my highest level
Is it-
spots.
Yeah, he looks back. And says, uh-huh.
Did we all
Appears
get
on
over,
the
or
other
was it
side.
just him?
Just him.
Just him?
Just him.
God damn it.
Oh.
Good boy.
Come, Ervis, call him back.
Come here. Give me kisses.
Oh,
Is there a limit?
Reappears beside you.
Go, boo.
you really got us going, didn't you, buddy?
Yes,
And then
we
give him like
did.
scratches.
So, interesting thing. I can fly now. So I could take us over one at a time.
I mean, we could.
That is good. That is good.
I can also levitate, so I can just hold on to the side of you or something, and we can drag me along.
As an Aarakocra, I can just fly over. Pretty easy, really.
Well,
Hush,
then you
hush,
do
like,
that,
what's an
Scrags.
Aarakocra?
Bird people.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. I know of rabbit people.
I got wings, me.
Rabbit people.
Oh, I met a rabbit person. He was crazy. Something about his mother. Ugh.
Oi,
Hate
you
her.
watch it.
God, hate
He
that.
sounds lovely. Be careful. I'll stab you.
What? Okay.
Peter Rabbit. He was a nuisance.
His mum was a
trust me.
rob. Torn in his side.
That's what he kept saying.
That sounds like MILF behavior if you ask me, but
Ew.
we'll move on from that.
Let's go from there. Okay.
Just the quick
All right.
ew. And we move on.
All right. I would be down for flying.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You can. My connection with Winky has diminished.
Are we calling him Winky?
So you're
That's-
flying over? That's what you're doing?
I'm basically gonna bus everyone over one at a time.
But
All right.
Thank
So
you.
So
I
you
do
guys
think
start
that-
being ferried across by the flying Dottie.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that over there.
I'm gonna use levitate, so like, Dottie has not only nothing to worry about that way, but they can probably take another person while I'm just like being dragged along.
Dottie, you know this Erebus? You've seen him. He's big for an elf. Like, elves are usually more slender than he is. And yet, very light. He is very light.
Huh.
Oh my god, he's the definition of toothpick man. Can we throw him off?
Actually,
Just be like-
he's more built than you'd expect from a
For real?
Yes, he has good strength.
Oh,
but
proud of him.
he is still light. Elves
You know what,
in his
that's-
world are
For a
very light.
halfling, you just see Dottie going, like trying to steer.
Oh my god, it's like you know when Yoshi, like the Mario character, like tries to like do like the little flutter thing with his
Yeah.
legs, and he just keeps going. That's Dottie right now.
Yeah. I just
Their
need
hair
to
going
make sure
wild.
I don't surge. Okay, I'm good. Sweet.
I have to
Alright.
make sure I don't
So,
surge.
yeah,
Chaos blast and turns into a plant and both fall.
you
to the
all
ground.
fall into the oblivion below you. Alright, so you guys get yourselves ferried across by the now flying, and it's awkward being carried across that kind of a distance by Dottie, being as, she's like, well, she's tinier than all of you. And so you're being hugged across an arm or shoulder or something like that, and just kind of like dangled out from underneath her as she's flying. But she does get you across.
She's pretty horrible too, so she's probably like, what would happen if I dropped you right now? Like, as she's
Okay.
carrying you.
Roll for me
This is
an athletics check.
probably Balric would be like, well, I would just levitate for a while, and then after a minute I would fall. So that'd be pretty terrifying.
Yeah,
But I
she's not
could try.
actually gonna drop anyone, but
No, but this is like if this is the conversation that they're having, Balor could be pretty chill about it. But then like anyone else would be like, um.
athletics.
Scrags is like, I could just fly over, dude. You don't need to worry about me.
16. Oh, your voice went away.
Oh yeah, you're able to get them across. Thanks for forgetting I'm pushed to talk. You're able to get across. Not without a bit of struggle with Erebus, mostly because not because necessarily of his beefiness, but more because he's just that much longer than you. But you are able to get him across. Winky blinks himself across. The dog blinks himself across.
Good boy.
And you guys are now able to get into this. You can open the doors behind you if you want.
Open.
Here is the question. Is Erebus like a cat when he's being picked up, where he just gets longer and longer and longer?
I'm gonna say yes.
That's amazing.
Donnie just starts playing. He's like, "Come on, Erebus," and Erebus is just like, as he's being carried.
Dottie's gonna maintain concentration on fly even after all of that, so.
Marvelous. And so you guys opening up the doors?
Yeah.
Okay. So you open up the door, and what you see in here is a candlelit workroom that contains a whole bunch of tables and dressers and bunks for what appears to be a group of people who are normally caught in closer quarters together. They do. You also see a number of people in here. 5 goblins in particular, frozen in place like statues, caught in the midst of mundane chores like ironing clothes and darning socks and folding sheets. You also see a row of brass bells mounted along that little circular wall nearby the beds of these creatures.
Oh no. I'm gonna go up to one of the goblins and like give him like a little poke.
No response.
Oh, poor thing.
I'm gonna listen at this door, see if I hear anything.
Poor
Roll me a
thing.
perception check.
14.
Alright, well, it's not so much sound you hear on the other side of the door as it is more sound that you hear brushing against the wall behind the dresser immediately beside you.
Varric starts ringing the bell. Ding 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 ding.
And I stop
All right,
being able to hear it.
Yeah, you're no longer able to hear this weird sound. However, with the bells, give me 1 sec.
You go to bed. Same girl. Same.
All right, so what you see with those bells as you kind of dingle them is that they are connected to some sort of a pulley or rope system that extends through the walls
I
to
did
other
the same
locations.
Oh, I see. So I thought it was one of those ones where like it was just like one of the bells like at the like when you go to a hotel and you just like give it a wee ding. It's not
No,
that,
these are
so-
more like bells that might be attached to like servants' quarters. Like immediately you start to think this must be the servants' quarters.
Is there like each bell will probably have its own little line connected to it, but like is there like name tags for what each one would be?
There are no name tags.
Motherfucker. How many bells is there?
4.
Well, I know we've been in more than 4 rooms, so that doesn't make sense to me. But there is 4 of the beasts, aren't they?
There are 5 goblins in here. That's what you mean. They're all kind of stuck in mid chore.
No, there was the stag, the lion, and then there was 2 others, weren't there?
You've only met the lion and the stag, and they've only spoken.
Yeah,
for
but we
themselves.
were told, but we've told about their siblings, the 4, right?
No, you've only been told of the lion and the stag.
I think they met each other.
Oh, well, then I'm stupid. Why did I assume 4? Oh, well.
Erebus, if you want, you can investigate that dresser.
I will.
Falrick's too busy looking at wires. Leave him to it.
Investigation 13. 12
And-
on the dice.
Okay, with a 13, you
Can
kind
the
of
blink
look
dog
around the
help?
dresser, and kind of the sound that you heard was from behind it. So you kind of do this little scooch of the dresser away just to see if you can see anything in there. But marginally afraid of springing any traps that might be behind there because things in dark places. And out folds from it
Giggity.
this strange flat appearance, like it looks like a two-dimensional person just kind of folds out from behind the thing and says
Like a cardboard cutout?
almost, and it
Danny
folds
DeVito!
out from it and says and actually speaks to you and says, that's quite enough. And that's actually we're going to pause it from here.
Oh! Shit!
So there you go.
Wow.